Hi, my name is Aymar, and I am going to explain why I would like to visit Oslo, the capital of Norway. Well, first of all, I'm going to talk about three touristic places in Oslo that are very, very famous. Munch Collection. It's a museum where all the art of the artist Edvard Munch is exposed. There are all his paints and all of his art. If you want to visit Oslo and you don't know where do you want to go, you need to go to the Munch collections. If you like art, it's the perfect place to go. Now I'm going to talk about Oslo's Natural History Museum. It's um it's the Natural History Museum of Oslo. It have diversity of nature and it have a botanical garden and many exhibitions about well, botanic, also zoology, geology, and you can learn about climate changes. This museum owns Norway's largest collection of natural objects, many of which are made available to the public. And now I'm going to talk about Arcus. Arcus Fortress is a great place to discover Oslo's history. It's a place where if you are a tourist, you can go because there are many festivals that are celebrated there. So you can know more about the history of Oslo and also you can have a great time in a festival, a music festival. Well, now I'm going to talk about history and cultural landmarks. Arceus Fortress. Well, I have talked about these cultural landmarks before, but I'm going to talk a little bit more. This medieval fortress has played a significant role in Norway's history and in prominent landmark in Oslo. It offers stunning views of the city and the Oslo fjord. Today it serves as a museum and a venue for various events. Now I'm going to talk about the Nobel Peace Prize. Oslo is internationally renowned as the city where the Nobel Peace Prize is awarded annually. The Nobel Peace Prize ceremony takes place at Oslo City Hall, and the Nobel Peace Center is in Oslo provides information about the laureates and their work, and also an historical and cultural landmark of Oslo, and not only Oslo, in all the country of Norway, but I'm going to talk right now about Oslo, is the natural beauty. Oslo is known for its numerous parks and green spaces. The Beachland Park, that is the image above there, features an impressive collection of sculptures by Gustav Beachland. These green areas contribute to the city livability and provides residents with recreational spaces. Now, the localization of Oslo, well, is the capital of Norway. It's in the north of Europe. Uh, it's next to Sweden, near Finland, Sweden, and well, all these Nordic countries. There is Oslo. Here is in the map of the world. Now I am going to talk about the stations in Oslo. In winter, that is December to February, is very cold, obviously, with temperatures often dropping below freezing. In spring, that is March to May, well, spring sees a gradual warming of temperatures. In summer, that is June to August, summer is relatively mild and comfortable, but it can vary. And autumn, that is on September to November, is characterized by cooler temperatures and the changing colors of the leaves. It's, mm, a- I think, in my personal opinion, when I was learning about all the stations in Oslo, that is very similar in some aspects to the climate changes of Monterrey. And now I'm going to explain the best time of the year to visit Oslo. Obviously, I search information all over the internet, and I think this information that I'm going to say is very accurate. Summer is the most popular time to visit Oslo. The weather is mild and the city comes alive with outdoor events, festivals, and activities. The long days allow for more exploration and outdoor attractions are at their best. So summer is the best time to visit Oslo. Obviously, if you like more the winter, all the city frozen, well, then go in December or February. December to February. Now, these are three typical dishes of from Oslo. In the first image are the sausages from Sviverkiosken. Well, are typical sausage from there. I don't know the meat of what animal, but it seems good sausages. In the second dish, I'm going to talk about meatballs at Kafistova. Well, these meatballs are like the regular meatballs from all over the world, but in there they put a special sauce that is like the special ingredient. And the I'm going to talk about the freshly pulled fried mackerel. It's very typical because this dish is very typical because Norway and Oslo are near the ocean, so eating fishes are very, very, very normal and very typical, and it's a very, very delicious dish. Now, I'm going to talk about famous people who were born in Oslo. Edvard Munch, that I have talked a little bit about him in the Munch collection that was his museum that is in Oslo. He was born in Oslo, Norway in 1863. Um, Munch was a Norwegian painter and printmaker whose intensively evocative treatment of psychological themes drew on some of the principles of late 19th century symbolism and greatly influenced German expressionism of the early 20th century. One of his best known work is the Scream, that is the paint that is next to his name. It's very, very, very famous, this paint. Now I'm going to talk about Kaigo. It's a DJ from Bergen, a town from there, from Oslo, who, well, he make too much songs that were a hit, such as Firestone, that is, well, the image that is next to his name is an image of the video clip of Firestone. And well, he has songs with Coldplay, Avicii, and Chainsmokers. and other very famous artists. And the final person that I'm going to talk about is Martin Odegaard. He was born in 1988. Well, he is a very, very important player right now. He started um, in a team of Oslo, the division, the first division of Norway. Then he was bought by the Real Madrid, and now he's playing for the Arsenal team, and he's the captain. He's a very, very important piece of the Arsenal team, the Arsenal soccer team. And well, yes, that's all. Now I'm going to talk about the advantages of going to visit Oslo. It has natural beauty and outdoor activities, like I said before, rich cultural scene, and high quality of life and safety. Now I'm going to talk about the disadvantages. High cost of living. All these countries, such as Switzerland, Sweden, Finland, and obviously Norway, it has a very high cost of living. But the pros are that you have high quality of life and safety. And well, other disadvantage is the weather variability, but if you're from Monterrey, it's not going to be a very different thing, you know? And for now, I'm going to explain the final disadvantage, the limited daylight in winter. This is a very important thing to know about visiting or trying to go to live in Oslo, because it doesn't have too much sun, and this is a big, big problem for too many people, that it can make some people depressed if they don't see the sun. So you need to know these pros and cons about going to visit or going to live in Oslo, Norway. And that's all. Thank you for your attention.